Hello everyone, this is Sudipta from Technical Potpourri and welcome to my new video. In today's video, I'm going to talk about few of my favorite new admin features that are coming up along with Winter 25 release. So without any further delay, let's jump to a pre-release org and explore these features together. Okay, so here I am in my pre-release org. So the first feature that I'm going to show you is called the dynamic highlight panel. So to show that, let me go to my case object and open any case record. Now, as you can see, this highlight panel, we are all familiar with this one. It's basically coming from the compact layout, but with the Winter 25 release, you have an option to edit this section of the page layout right from your lightning record page. All you need to do is basically click on this gear icon and go to edit page. And then under the field section, you'll find a new option called dynamic highlight panel. You need to drag that here, or places where you want to show that. Normally people show that at the very top of the page, and then get rid of the old one, which is basically the compact layout. So I'm going to delete that. Now here you have the option to add fields as you needed, like for example case origin, case reason, contact email, for example case number is already there, I don't need to show that, created by, and many other fields that you can display here. So the advantage is that you don't need to go to the compact layout to maintain your highlight panel. All you can do everything from the lightning record page. So this is a very helpful feature. On top of that, you have the option to add all the different type of actions. For example, you want to add an action called edit. Another option you want to add, let's say example delete. Let's say put few more option called accept, and another option called clone. Now, okay, let's get rid of accept and put a new action called change owner. And as you can see, we have the flexibility to configure how many buttons you want to display as. For example, 3. That's why 3 buttons are displayed, followed by a drop down. If I make it 4, it will display all the 4 actions. So that's a very flexible way to handle the actions on the highlight panel. At the same time, I have the option to put a filter when my clone button will be available. For example, if the case origin equals to phone, then only I want to show my clone button. So this is the way how I can also put a visibility criteria when my action buttons will be available. So I think this is a very helpful feature, because with this feature you don't need to go to multiple places. For example, compact layout to handle your highlight panel. You can do everything from one single page, which is basically the lightning record page. I hope you will take advantage of this feature once it's available in your org after Winter 25 release. Okay, with that, the next feature which I want to display, which I want to show you here, is called the object access. So for that, let me go to setup and open any object, for example account object, and then in the account object there a new option came up which is called object access. Clicking on that, it will show you all the permission set, group and profile where this object is given access. For example, this buyer permission set is giving only the read permission to the account object, whereas the commerce admin is giving read, create, edit and delete, but not the view all and modify all, and marketing cloud is giving all sort of permissions to the account object. Similar way, if I go to the profile, here also I can see which profile is giving what level of permission to the account object. So this is a very powerful and helpful feature to find out from where the account object is given permission and what level of permission is also given. So this is a very powerful feature. So the next one which I want to show you today is called the access granted by. So for that, I need to go to user record. Let's type user here. Let's open my record. And if I click on view summary, it will give me all the user permission, object level permission, public group, custom permission, field level permission that I have. For example, if I want to know, okay, I have allow users to allow sending list emails, right? This is a permission that I have, but who gave me that permission? For that, what I need to do, I need to come to the right, and under this drop down there will be option called access granted by. If I click on that, it will show me that out of this permission set, group and profile, the system administrator profile is giving me this permission. One biggest advantage is if I go to the field permission and open any object, for example asset, and these are all the asset fields, right? So if I want to understand where asset.serial number, this particular field, I am having read permission and also the edit permission, but who gave me that permission? Again, click on here and click on this access granted by. It tells me that my profile is responsible to give me this permission. So this is a very powerful feature for anyone who is working in Salesforce to find out or debug the issues like why a particular user is having access or why a particular user is not having access, who is restricting the access. So I highly recommend that everyone should start taking advantage of this feature, and a huge thank you to the Salesforce team for developing this feature and bringing this feature to us. So the next feature I want to show you is basically the description field on the public group and the queue. So if you create a new public group or an existing public group, you will find there is a field called description. You can put the description against this group. Similar way, if you have a queue or creating a new queue, like I don't have a queue, so if I create a new queue, I have the option to put a description. This is very helpful because you can put like what this queue is responsible for, why you are creating this queue, so that it is a kind of a helpful for your future team members to know what was the reason for building this queue or the group. Okay, with that, the next feature which I want to show you is the setup menu. If you go to the setup menu, you will find the setup menu is enhanced. For example, if I come here, there is a setup menu which will open all the existing setup, and under which we have a service setup which will open up only the service related setup sections. So this is a way to segregate the full setup and the setup which are only relevant to the service console. So the last feature which I want to show you is called the enhanced user list view. For that, if you go to the home setup and user, under user management settings, you will find an option called enhanced user list view. If you enable that option, it tells that it will help you to manage users with a faster updated user interface on the user setup page, and the new user interface will look something like that. If you go to the all users or any filter, this is how all the users will be displayed. This is called the new user interface. So that's all for today. If you like this video, please hit the icon, share with your friends, with your colleagues, so that they came to know about all the new features that are coming up along with Winter 25 release. In next couple of days, I'll be publishing more contents about Winter 25 release. So I highly recommend that please subscribe to my channel so that you came to know about the new videos the moment I publish. Till then, thank you. Bye bye.